Hello everybody, thank you for tuning in to another episode of notanalog.com. Today I'm looking at the HTC Rhyme, which straight out I'm calling a phone for the ladies. Now the reason I'm calling it that is something I'll show you with the accessories that it comes with, but also it does come in some quite female or feminine colours as well. So I'm not saying that guys can't go and buy it, but it just seems to be suited for them, and you'll see why a bit further on. Just to give you a rundown of the device, it's a 10mm thick or thin width here. It's a 3.7 inch display, 480 by 800 resolution, and the screen's actually a really good quality. I quite like it. Obviously the solid construction which HTC have. It's also got a 5 megapixel camera on the back which will shoot 720p video, camera on the front for video calling or pretending to look in the mirror, and for the most part it's pretty good. It's a 1 gigahertz processor, so it's not the elite, but it's not exactly bad either. It's got 768 meg of RAM, which is still kind of high up there, and it's got a micro SD card slot for storage, so you can go up to 32 gig, which is plenty of music and plenty of pictures to put on the phone. Besides that, it's got DLNA, which if you're not aware, you can actually share media from here onto your TV if it's DLNA supported as well, so you can actually record your video on here which you've taken when you're out and then watch it on your TV without actually connecting it, which is quite cool. 130 grams, so it's not going to weigh a great deal when it's in your handbag or in your hand. And was there any other notes I had? Nope, that's pretty much it. I want to show you the inside of the device, show you what the software is like, and then we'll show you these accessories. Alright, so this is the Rhyme a little bit up close. Now the lock screen is fantastic because you've got these shortcuts here which are sort of quick ways of getting into it. So even though the phone's locked and I can't actually do anything while it's in my bag or in my pocket, if I want to quickly make a call I can just drag the phone symbol in and it takes me straight to the call screen. So if I go back and we'll lock it again, I can just unlock by dragging the circle into the middle and it takes me to the main screen as well. But it's a really cool way of just quickly accessing something like, say for example, the camera, and straight away the camera is just loaded up. So I think that's a really cool way of just getting into things and doing it. So once you're actually in the phone, you've also got some home screens which you can add shortcuts and widgets onto. One of the widgets which HTC has put on here is a quick way to check your calendar, messages, email, Facebook, internet favorites and things like that. So it's a really cool way of just going, okay, what's happening today? And it actually brings in all your Facebook stuff as well, so I can see when someone's birthday is and stuff like that. Same thing with clock, location based weather as well. And obviously the other shortcuts which we always love. Some quick access buttons to turn your Wi-Fi on, turn your Bluetooth on. Some really cool widgets, and I think HTC's always had some really cool ones, but I mean it's just part of Android as well, so HTC's just built on that. So really cool. If I actually go into the weather section just by clicking on that screen, I love this here. You can actually see it's pouring rain. I'm not even sure if you can hear it in the background, but it is pouring rain here at the moment. If I flick down, to Perth, it's actually raining there too. Sunny Gold Coast, it's always sunny, of course. So that's some just really quick things about HTC there. Now, also, once I get into my applications, if I go to all apps, you can see there's a bunch of apps on here. Some of the things which you will love, let me go into the camera app. They're so simple to take shots, to set scenes. If you want to particularly focus on something as well, it does a great job of doing that. If you want to change the modes to video or photo, again that's very easy, or change to the front-facing camera, very simple as well. And the front-facing camera is actually still quite good. There's also a whole list of effects that you can put in, like black and white and distortion and dots and the whole lot. So there's so much you can play with when you are taking a photo. Once you have done them, let me show you the gallery. Some actual photos that I did take on the Rhyme. This is just some roses which I saw when I went to a wedding recently. Really good clarity, very impressive camera. Some horses, or a horse. This is a panoramic shot that I took using one of the modes on the HTC Rhyme. Pretty impressive. It does the stitching quite well, and the lighting has always been good. This is a night shot in a bit of a nightclub scene, so the same thing, looks quite good. A daytime shot just off the center point tower, also very good as well. The camera on this is quite impressive. I'm definitely impressed by it. Dock mode, I'm going to show you what that is when I actually put it in the dock. Google Docs, your simple Google apps that you've known to love. Facebook Chat, fantastic. Flashlight, when you're in the dark, can't find your keys, or you're walking to your car, push the button and you can see the light coming up behind me, different brightness, and turning it off. Such a cool little app to have, and so helpful when you need it. Gmail, if you're a Gmail user, Internet Explorer, of course, or Internet Explorer, the internet browser. If I go into music, it's pretty much the HTC music experience. It's always been quite good, actually, even by sorting by genres or albums. It's quite cool. So, bit of a fan of the HTC music app. For the ladies, mirror. What do I look like today? How do I look? Easy peasy. So navigation for when you get lost, to get your directions. It uses Google Maps, which again is fantastic. Going through here, reader if you like to read your books while you're on the run. Skype for calling your friends and also video calling. Usage meter, so you don't actually go over your data allowance with Optus or Telstra or whoever your telco is. That's really handy, so you can actually make sure you don't overspend for the month. And obviously weather app for making sure it's not going to rain when you go out in the evening. So such a simple thing. You can then look at your frequently used apps, particular Optus apps. This is a phone from Optus, so they'll load it with all their own software, and you can also look at your downloaded apps as well. So for the most part, that's really the phone. If you've seen Android before, this is what Android looks like. If you haven't, there's so much more to see, but that's really just a quick and easy way of looking at it. One thing I haven't shown you, and I really should, is I want to show you the keyboard. So let me just go into, what am I going to use to show you the keyboard? What do I want to show you? I'll just go into Messages, Compose. Okay, so I've got the on-screen keyboard there, or I can turn it sideways and I can type away. So it's just something I like to show everybody. You can also do it through voice if you're confident of that as well. So let's show you some of these accessories. Now, one of them I've actually already got connected. It's called the Charm. So what the idea is that you'd actually have this little lobe hanging outside of your handbag while you're carrying it. Now, the reason for that is that when a call comes in, so let me just ring this phone now, so that when a call comes in, this will actually flash and make sure that you're notified of it as well. So I think that's actually a really, really cool feature, and you can see it's flashing as an incoming call coming in. And if I was to miss that call, so let me hang up on it, so it's a missed call. Okay, missed call. This is going to keep flashing because you need to be notified that you've missed the call. Same thing with SMS messages as well. It's just a really cool way, and for some people it's going to be a really cool way of making sure they don't miss anything, because when they then check their phone halfway through the day or through the night, they get quite upset that they've missed that call. One of the disadvantages is that it does plug into your headphone jack, so that if you are normally listening to music while you're on the run, you can't actually use this at the same time. So that's one of the accessories. Obviously, to protect your phone, it comes with a white leather pouch. It's easy to slide in and out of. Something I'm quite a bit of a fan of. It comes with some quite good headphones, actually really stylish HTC headphones. If that attachment doesn't fit, it also comes with some spare attachments here as well. So they've taken care of you in that sense. Now, what I'm going to wheel in here is the dock. Now, this is a dock which you can use for charging, but it's actually also used for a speaker. So you've got these contacts on the back and this contact here. Let's put it in the dock. And once I've done that, it now goes into what's called dock mode. Now, if I zoom in a little bit, I might be able to get a better idea. So we can see the time, we can see 2 quick shortcut apps. I can see my music widget as well. So I can start listening to music. I can turn the sound up as well. The sound is actually very, very high quality. The speaker is very loud. Let me just turn this off. The speaker itself is really loud, and you can actually use it to make calls to be as a speakerphone as well. When you're in bed, you want to dim it so that it doesn't keep the whole room lit up. But I think for a bedside mode, this is just fantastic. It charges while you sleep. You can see the clock, you know what's going on. If you want, you can turn it into a photo frame as well, and let it just cycle through the photos that you've got stored on the phone as well. Really, really smart, innovative product which I've seen. We're so used to seeing all the Apple docks, but it's good to see HTC do something for Android users. This is something which I'm most impressed by. It's just awesome. Now, with that said, you can still use the rest of the phone. All the applications will still work, and it can just be used as per normal. There's nothing limiting. You can go into a calculator. go into Facebook, check your Twitter and things like that. There is nothing that you still can't do when having it docked, and I think it's just a really, really neat way of keeping your phone on charge. You can obviously still connect it with the charger on the side when it's not in the dock, but it's just such a cool way of doing it. I mean, I'd love to see more docks like this for other phones. It's also a bit of a magnet, so it's not going to just fall out very easily as well. So huge fan of this. It's just an awesome accessory to have, and it comes for free with the phone. This is a standard piece of equipment, so I'm just super impressed by that. Excellent. I'm going to switch back right now. Alright, so you can see probably now why I called this a bit of a ladies' phone. It's got a lot of accessories which kind of suit the woman and suit girls, and I think it's going to be much more of a fashionable accessory. I mean, phones are becoming more of a fashion item than they ever have. It's now become a thing which when you pull out of your pocket, it's almost like a status thing as well. This is a good looking phone. It does come in some other colors depending on the country that you're in. Not all countries get all the colors. This is like a mintish looking color. You have to. If you do get this phone, make sure you get the dock, because it's just such a value add, and I think that's what's huge in the market these days, is what's in the value add. The charm, it could be a little bit gimmicky. Not everyone's going to go for it, but it's not a bad idea, and it's something I haven't seen before. And the headphones quite good, bit of a tangle-free design as well. Overall, I'm a huge fan of this phone. It's not the most powerful phone. It's meant for a particular niche. If you are after something with a lot more power, then HTC has more powerful phones. They're really trying to cater for everybody. I think in this sense, they're really catering to the female market who just want to get out there, be able to take good quality photos, keep up with friends on Facebook, Skype, whatever they're doing, and have a great user experience. Really good quality phone from HTC. I'm really happy for it. Thank you for tuning in. Facebook me, hit me up on Twitter, whatever you need to do, just be in touch. And if you have any questions, please let me know about this phone, and we'll talk soon. Thank you again for watching. Thank you. Goodbye. Before I actually end the whole review, I should have mentioned my Mo. Apologies for the bad look these days. It is Movember. Was known as November, but because I'm growing a Mo, it's Movember. I'm growing it for charity, so just letting you know it's not my new look. This is just for the month. So probably the next 4 weeks you'll see this, but after a while it's going to disappear. If you're watching this in December, don't worry, it's already gone. Thank you for watching.